What's going on, guys? Failed to listen. Welcome back to more of Failed Thoughts, and in this video, we are going to talk about Nintendo charging for online, and should they charge? Yes, absolutely, 110% yes, they should charge. It only makes sense at this point, and some of you right now are saying, especially if you watch my last video, wait, didn't this hypocrite use it against them, use it as a negative against the Switch in general and the presentation that Nintendo is now charging this time around? Yes, I did, but I'm only speaking for myself. For Nintendo, which is what seems to be a lot of the fanboys care about when people fanboy the fuck out for these companies. They care more about what will benefit the company than what will benefit them, the consumer, the gamer. For Nintendo, it only makes sense. Why shouldn't they charge at this point? Sony and Microsoft have proved, they have shown that people by the millions can be suckered into these services. Sony and Microsoft, their fans have been getting cucked, especially Microsoft fans. They've been getting cucked for a long damn time. And I don't understand why this happens, but there were a couple of people in my comment section that were like, well, what about PSN? How can you defend that shit? I'm not defending PSN just because I talk about it. I haven't paid for PSN since like 2011, 2012, and Xbox Live 2009, 2010 or something, because I realized it took me a really long time, but I realized that I was getting cucked, that there wasn't really a reason to pay for these services, even with the games at no extra charge that many people like to say are free. But how are they free if we can't get them until we start paying for the service, right? That's always been my whole point. But there's other things to it that I won't discuss in depth in this video, but you guys understand why. So why shouldn't Nintendo charge? Why shouldn't they? I mean, it should be 50 or 60 bucks. Even if it was 10, some people might say, 10 bucks? Are you really going to complain about $10? It's the principle, man. Why are you charging at all? And Nintendo is asking you to give them money when they haven't shown you that this service has improved greatly, right? We don't know about like dedicated servers or how reliable and stable some of this stuff is. I'm sure a lot of that's going to come later, or we'll figure it out once people start playing this thing. But I mean, asking people to charge, right out of the gate, or even in the first year or so without really a whole lot there, I think you're getting Mario Kart is coming, right? Like a month and a half later after the system launches. So I mean, I guess there's Mario Kart, but is it going to be a vastly different experience from what you're already playing on the Wii U? I mean, I guess time will tell, but no, they should charge. Yes, they should charge. Why shouldn't they? Microsoft and Sony have shown that consumers are willing to pay for these services, so I don't see any reason why they shouldn't. And don't be surprised when it's $50 or $60. I guess if it's 20, if you're like, into the console war thing, you'll be able to like have that to suit one of your little stupid fanboy arguments or whatever. But aside from that, it's like the principle of the matter to me. Do Xbox Live and PlayStation Plus sometimes pay for themselves because you're getting all of these games? I suppose so, but what happens when you can't afford to pay, or something happens and you can't pay? I keep bringing this stuff up. You lose those games that you sit here and talk about and that you brag about, and yes, all of these games help me pay for this or whatever. I mean, that stuff makes sense, but when push comes to shove, you guys know what I'm saying. So yeah, I feel like Nintendo should charge. Yeah, I mean, it makes business sense for them as a company. Not so much for the consumer again, but for them as a company, there's no reason why they should have another console where they're not charging. I hope this console is mega successful. I hope it's more successful than I'm thinking it's going to be in my head. I hope Nintendo makes a fuck ton of money. I do. It's like I told someone yesterday, I can't see a console world without Nintendo. Just wouldn't feel right to me. So they're going to do whatever they want anyway, and they're going to, take a shot in the dark and see what happens. So that's my video. That's my take. Nintendo should charge for the online. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Take it easy. Peace.